Well, when you look on tape and everyone wants to ask what's going on right now, what's wrong, what do you see?
You know what? It's cool to see that everything can be fixed, but this last game was more situational. We played a good game all the way up till the last drive, but we didn't take advantage of the moments where we could have, put the game away.
What's up, guys?
And so, what up? But I think that for the most part, we just gotta make sure that we just stay focused on those details, because we got 3 games that finished the regular season, and so we got to get better these next 3 on just all that stuff that we've been talking about. That's going to lead us into the next phase, and that's when you 0-0, win or go home. And so every game right now is win or go home. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the mindset has to be. Definitely has to be. You have to go out and make sure that you go win. You know what I'm saying? And get to build this confidence back that we know is there, but we got to tap into it. And so I really do believe that we had a good start of the day, and I know that it starts with all of us. But just knowing that one is in a good spirit, and even through all this adversity, and to let him know that we got his back. I just know that we're gonna get it right, and I'm excited for it.
You mentioned, the things that need to be fixed, and I'm sure you hear the noise in this city right now. But how much would just that slogan?
I don't know the noise. What the noise talking about? No, what's that? It's a lot of noise, but it ain't penetrating through here. Because you know what? We always talk about it starts with us, so we gotta silence all that, because at the end of the day, don't nobody see this part, of what we got to do, the preparation. We just got to make sure the finished product is available to be seen in the right way for the fans. So I know for us, we hold ourselves to a high standard, and we haven't been doing it the best the last 4 weeks. But we can't wait. We don't look in the past too much, but I do like where we're headed as a unit, and we got to understand about some things now, even more from player to coach, coach to player, and I just can't wait to see how everything translates starting this week.
And how much of that winning cures all could be applied to this week?
Oh yeah, it definitely helps, and it builds that confidence. But I really do feel like we've dug even deeper, in our relationship with each other, because losing definitely exposes some things, but it's either you go this way or that way, and I'm happy everybody choosing to go the right way. And I know we have some things where that was said, but at the end of the day, it's a bunch of miscommunication. Sometimes I feel media takes something and run with it, but as long as we clear it up and talk with each other, I feel like that's always the best. So it's always open. You got to have an open line of communication in this thing, and everybody's heart is in the right place to want to get it right, and I know we're gonna get it right, and I can't wait, because it's gonna start this week, to building that confidence, to getting ready for what's to come in wherever we at, and whatever seed, it don't matter. It's just more about us being together and us playing together when that time comes, to make sure that we exhaust everything to where we don't lose because of something that we did. It'll be more, man, they made a good play, or we won the game because of the little details that we worked on. See, so we gotta make sure that we just bring our A game every week, and let the cards fall where they may.
And last one for you, the change with Matt Patricia. What are the differences you've noticed, and how do you think the team responded to that news?
You know what? The difference is just, you got a seasoned vet that's been around Brady, probably picked his brain to the end, until he was done there. But I know that it's more about it's added. Like, you can just tell the difference in both of them. Like, Desai was great. Desai got us 10-3. I don't take away from that at all, because he was a good coordinator too. And I understand it's a production-based league, and those last couple games, it was a lot of stuff that was coming up. But Coach thought that was a good thing to create a spark. I still feel like Desai still being here is a great thing too, because he is a great mind. I always talk to him before the games to see what he was thinking, why he calling it the way he calling it, and And we just got to make the plays too as players. We in this thing together. But I understood where Coach went with it, and we embrace Patricia too, because I would talk to him too. But like I say, it's just more. I just think it's more experience because of where he came from, where he's been around, and he definitely has some good insight on some things. So I mean, whatever gonna help us to get this ring, that's all. We all for it, and even this I understand.
So just looking at the tape, everyone wants to ask what is going on right now. What are you seeing? What are the issues?
We're just not executing. It's simple as that. You look at the film, you can see guys who are missing their assignments, and then just guys who, I have plays where I'm not executing on my technique. And so we just got to come back out here and keep working on those techniques so we can go out there and execute them.
And do you feel like that has kind of happened all season long, or is that something that you've really noticed the past 3 weeks?
Probably more the last few weeks. I think, to make excuses, but just that stretch of games that we had was kind of really burning out everybody, and it's showing up on film. Not to say excuses, but I'm just being real. So we just got to tighten that up now, make sure that we're recovering well, and that every week each team is getting our best. We're falling short right now.
And Fletcher was just telling us with the amount of young guys on this team, right now those guys are getting ready for bowl games or having Christmas with their families. What do you tell them to keep the young guys in here and keep going?
It's the NFL, man. That's pretty much it. Like you're where you want to be, and it kind of sucks that their first year they're playing on a holiday, but this is the NFL. This is what you've worked your whole life to come to, and now that you're here, this is the life you have to live. And we'll be here every step of the way whenever they need us. But yeah, this is what we remind them. This is what you worked so hard towards. So that's my message.
I can imagine you hear the noise in the city right now. Is it jarring? Are you surprised? Are you used to it?
Used to it. This is Philly. I know what to expect. We know that we need to play better. We know that this is a passionate fan base, and this is a prideful city, even more so. So we just have to be better, man. Be better for the city and be better for our team. So.
And how much, we hear this slogan all the time, winning cures all. How much would that apply this week?
A lot. But we'll see. We'll see. We just need to focus on our game plan. We need to focus on working on our weaknesses right now. That's securing the ball, and that's going out there and executing the techniques to the right play and the right look. So.
You mentioned
baby steps.
Yeah, securing the ball, the penalties. Do you feel like that's the biggest issue? And how do you fix something like that, the turnovers, the penalties?
You got to, call me old-fashioned. You just got to go out there and work on it, unless somebody else has another answer. But we just really have to keep going out there and putting it in practice. You got to keep practicing it, get the repetitions. And if anybody has any other recommendations, hit me up, because that's all I know. So just got to keep repping it.
Jordan. You hear Fletcher Cox talk about the importance of sticking together right now. Has there been anyone that's really preached that message, or do you guys just know that's important right now?
Yeah, well, anytime you go through adversity, you have to stick together. These are times where people expect you to break apart, but the closer you stick together, the more you're willing to work through it and get better from it.
When you look at this defense the past couple of weeks, while they haven't played up to par, you've really gotten a lot of snaps, and a lot of people saying you're one of the few positives right now. How do you balance that?
I just focus on what I can control. I think we made a big step this week as a defense, especially from what we've done in the past. And I think Matt Patricia and the rest of the coaches are really banding on to what we need to do to be successful. And we got guys in the locker room speaking up about what they want done. So that's playing a big dividends in the role, and guys are just buying into what we need to do.
You mentioned that big step. What do you feel like improved the past week?
Guys were flying around to the ball, and we were doing things within the scheme that we were working for. So the big step it's not a big step. It's just about playing a par. And we got the players and the coaching staff to do anything, and to go the stretch. It's just about committing to what we can do.
Have you noticed any big differences, or really any, with Matt Patricia now taking over?
I'd say so. I think last week was obviously we didn't take advantage of that 2-minute situation, and it didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but up to the last 6 minutes of the game, I think that was the best we've played defensively since the Miami game. So a lot of positives to look at, but again, we just got to build on and learn from what we did this week and just be better.
I'm sure you hear the noise in this city right now. And
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy, but there's a pressure and expectation from the fans around, and you wouldn't want it any other way, right? Because they're going to ride your tails while you're doing well, and you're going to be on your ass just as much when you're not. So, it's just the expectation and the loyalty that the fans have. But again, a lot of noise going on, but it's just about focusing in about the opinion inside this building, and that's all that really matters.
And on every level of football, I'm sure the winning cures all slogan, I'm sure applies here too.
Yeah. I mean, winning makes everything better, right? Doesn't matter how you escape with it. I mean, winning helps cure this feeling. We're 10-4, but I mean, with the standard that we hold ourselves to, we feel like we're 4-10, and we understand what we need to do to move forward and be better. And again, it's about what we do this week, committing to the process and just being the best versions of ourselves.
And I know college teammates with Tommy DeVito, and
my God, it's funny. I mean, we used to hang out all the time. I mean, we'd come over to have little poker nights, and I mean, we go way back. So a lot of respect for what he's doing. He's been playing some really solid football, and I'm excited. It's not about us; it's about the Eagles playing the New York Giants, and I know that's what he's looking at. So.
Are you surprised by just the phenomenon of him? I mean, does he have that personality where you knew if he?
I mean, I think just the simple touch of whatever this means. It went a long way for him. So, I mean, he's not if you watch his stuff, he's not a guy that says much, but he's got a lot of personality and swagger in how he plays. I think he's amazing. I'm a fan of him. Like, that's my guy. So I got a lot of respect for what he does. And, I'm just proud of how far he's come. And, I mean, he's taking advantage of his opportunity right now.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, I know you've talked about it. Coach Sirianni has talked about it a lot. It's the importance of sticking together right now. How do you do that as a leader on this team? What do you say?
You just smile, right? Lean on your teammates. That's all you can do. Obviously, I said it, many a times after these last few games. Every team go through stuff like this, right? Every team's go through and face so much adversity at times like this right here, and now is the time where you kind of want to lean on each other. You always just want to, that makes you come closer. Lean on the leaders, lead on the leaders. The young guys just kind of, have to lean on us for positivity, right? And I say that because we still have to feel the joy of this game. I think Coach Patricia talked about it the other day before the game about a few things, and it's the time of the year, right, where everybody's tired, especially the young guys. We got a bunch of young guys that's playing, so they're used to being ready for bowl prep or home to hang with their family, but we still got business to take care of here. So we just gotta find a way, lean on each other, and we got another division opponent coming up. So we prepare for that starting today and move on.
And so many people are asking the question, just what's going on the past 3 weeks? What is the tape showing you right now with the defense?
We lost 3 games, and that's a fact, right? Obviously, we come up short last week. The week before that, we didn't play a good game. The week before that, we didn't play another good game. So just little things, But to the people that's not in this locker room, to the people that's not putting the helmet on every day, their opinion really don't matter to me.
Fletch, we've heard a lot of talk about accountability. Nick was talking about it yesterday, too, about accountability. What does that mean to you? I'm sure some guys, it means different things. What does it mean to you?
It means a lot. You can take it how you want it in so many ways, in so many different ways and styles. And there's so many ways of showing it, right? There's ways of accepting it and holding yourself accountable to your mistakes and being honest with yourself first off, and then looking at your teammates and holding them accountable. And, that's the thing that, we talk about. Those are things that we've lived by and died by all this year. When we were winning, we still talk about accountability and, being, closer and connected and, and all those things during the year. So, and other than that, nothing's changed. The only thing's changed is, this year is we've lost, 3 games in a row, which we haven't done, in the last couple of years since Nick's been here. So we got to find a way to fix it. If we don't want this feeling, I think that our biggest thing is do something about it.
How about the veteran leaders on the team? Is there reached a point where they've kind of stood up and guys like yourself maybe even just kind of said some things that, and other times when you guys are winning, you just kind of sit back and let things happen?
There's never time I'm comfortable. I'm always uncomfortable. I'm always on the edge of my seat. When we're winning, when we're losing, I stay on the edge of my seat because, this league can humble you really fast. As good as you are, this league can humble you no matter who you are. This league can humble you.
And how about you guys? Getting a win can really change things. What would a win do for you guys at this point to maybe settle some nerves?
I'll say this, and I've said it since I've been a football player. Winning fixes everything.
You go watch the tape, and depending on what the call is, what the coach is asking you to do, and just having your teammates back. We all out there, 1 for 11. Everybody do their job. Everybody stay accountable to that. We'll be getting the right column that we want to be in.
You guys had a couple days to kind of get over this latest one. What kind of positives are you feeling are coming out of everything here as you're getting back in the building here today?
Everybody's just getting closer together. It ain't been going the way that our team has been wanting, but everybody's coming together, voicing their opinion. What can we do to get better? Being accountable, like you said, being accountable, and just making sure that we doing everything that we can to all be pulling in the same direction.
You mentioned, everybody talking and the voices going out there. What's the leadership been like around here from the veteran leaders here, and then the guys who've been vocal in that way? What's it been like the last couple of days?
It's been good. They've been there, done that, and they've been here for a long time, so they know what we're going through right now. Know it's been tough, but like they're saying, just stick together and pull in the right direction. We'll be fine.
And you hear that saying all the time in the NFL that winning cures all. How much do you think just to win over the Giants this week would kind of diminish everything, all the noise in the city right now?
It wouldn't diminish it, but everybody, we get everybody the best shot. We got that target on our back, and we wear that. But you got to go out there and be our best when we step on the field.
You mentioned watching the tape. What has the tape shown you about what's going wrong the past 3 weeks?
A little confusion. Some guys not knowing what their responsibility is, or just not playing hard. Some guys, and it's everybody, me included. Not running to the ball, and getting out the stag and making hustle plays, and that falls on everybody. And we just got to keep building on that as a defense.
And how do you fix that? Is that on the field, in the meeting room, a mental thing?
Everything, depending on how you recovering your body after the game. Practicing hard, doing extra, getting your body worked on, make sure that when we get out there on Sunday, we're feeling as best as we can so we can go out and do our job.
Milton, you guys obviously have a different play caller that changed last week. What's changed at all with that? Have you noticed any differences at all?
Not really. My job is pretty simple. It's dominate the man in front of me and be in the gap where I'm supposed to be. So not really a lot really hasn't not really changed, but just what do I say has changed? Like I said, we've just been getting closer. We've been going through on this dip right now, so everybody just kind of getting closer and closer together. Finding out what can we do to stem the tide.
And I'm sure you feel the heat in the city right now. Yeah.
Philly, they're gonna let you know. Philly gonna let you know for sure. But I mean, either you embrace it or you run from it. But people on this team, we embrace it. They're gonna let us know about it, and it's our job to go out there and play for the city and wear that proudly.
And what are some ways you feel the heat? Like you said, you definitely are feeling it right now.
I mean, some guys don't get on social media, but I do. I get on social media, so I see things. Slay getting a lot of it, which I don't understand, but so he don't care. He cool about it, and it's just we got real passionate fans on social media, so they gonna call it what they think it is. But at the end of the day, we going out there and we're trying to get wins. It's been tough, but we still pushing.